Joyful greetings to everyone. Today we will discuss on the topic mental diet. Those who are not subscribed to this channel may quickly do so. One day, a professor announced a surprise test in his class and distributed the question paper with the front side facing down. After handing over the papers to all the students, he asked them to turn the page and start the test. To everyone's surprise, there were no questions in the test paper. There was only a black dot in the center of the page. Everyone looked at the professor in awe. The professor told the students, "I want you to write few lines about what you see on the paper." Once everyone was through with the test, the professor collected all the answer sheets and started reading out each answer aloud in front of the whole class. Without an exception, all the students had written about the black dot, mentioning about its position, size, etc. None had written about the white part of the paper. We all have a white paper to observe, yet we always focus on the dark spots. We have so many reasons to celebrate. However, we simply limit our horizons, focusing just on the insignificant dark spot. Because we are habituated to focus on negativity from our experience. Negativity is weakening the mental immunity. Hence, it is essential to improvise our regular mental diet. Our diet is not only what we eat, it is what we watch, what we listen to, what we read, the people we hang around with, etc. A lot is said and done about physical diet. However, similar importance is not given to mental diet. Our physical and mental health are closely linked. Various medical researches suggest that almost 85% of all diseases are psychosomatic in nature. They originate in negative mental states. Negative thoughts deplete mental energy. Therefore, it is imperative to tackle our thoughts pattern or following a mental diet. The concept of mental diet has emerged from the teaching of Neville Goddard and Emmett Fox. Mental diet is nourishment of thoughts, pictures, and images for the well-being of the mind.
Bro, that doesn't even make sense.
It makes total sense. You just open up your mind and you listen to other people's opinions.
That doesn't-
What's going on here? What's going on?
John's being ridiculous.
I'm being ridiculous. You're the one that thinks
Bro,
that.
how can you not see
Okay,
it?
boys, calm down. Okay, everybody take your seats. Matthew, John, come up here, please. And John, stand over there and face that direction. Matthew, come over here and just do the opposite. Thank you. Okay, boys, turn around. And John, what color is the ball?
The ball's white.
Seriously? Bro, do you just like making things difficult?
Well, what color do you say the ball is?
Black. The ball is black, clearly.
I don't know what you see, Robert, but the ball is white.
Without looking at the ball, I want you to both switch places. Okay, both of you, please turn around. And what color is the ball now? Okay, please have a seat.
Throughout our lives, we believe many things, and we hold dear what we think is right and true. But at times there'll be others who disagree with us. What we believe to be 100% right, they believe the opposite just as strongly. Well, how can that be? Can't they see? We can become frustrated, we might grow distant, we may even sever relationships entirely. Slow down. Breathe. Step into the other person's shoes. It'll make all the difference.
And Christina, give us a few wonders that made it to your list.
I'd say the Egypt's Great Pyramids, the Taj Mahal in India, and China's Great Wall.
Great choices. All right. Mayor, what made it to your list?
Well, some of Christina's suggestions made it to my list, and I would add the Panama Canal, the Great Barrier Reef in Australia, and the Grand Canyon in Arizona.
Love it. Been to the Grand Canyon myself. Oh, BEA, beautiful. Laura, did you have something you want to add?
Sort of. I couldn't quite make my mind because there were so many.
Well, why don't you share with us? Maybe we can help.
I think the 7 wonders of the world are to touch, to taste, to see, to hear, to feel, to laugh, and to love.
Wow. Thank you, Laura, for your list of wonders. Now, let Laura's list of wonders be a gentle reminder to all of us that things that we overlook, simple and ordinary, are truly wondrous. And we don't have to travel anywhere special to enjoy them. Enjoy your gifts.
Invariably, thoughts linked to negative qualities such as anger, ego, hatred, jealousy, and so on produce discomfort, and thoughts associated with positive qualities such as empathy, love, happiness, understanding, etc. make us feel better. Various studies have proved that positive thoughts sustained over a long time produce positive health effects, while negative thoughts eventually lead to diseases. Look around. What do you see? What you are seeing right now is what you consume in your mind. Our thoughts consume our mind 24/7. Our world is a reflection of our thoughts. What's happening outside is emulating of what is happening inside. Therefore, we need a well-conceived mental diet plan. The ability to take the mind where we want will reduce unnecessary thoughts. In his 1955 lecture about mental diet, Neville Goddard told a story of a young woman who was extremely frustrated by her employer. She felt like she was not valued and respected by her employer. This made her feel agitated towards her work and her boss. She came to Neville Goddard with this problem, and he asked her if she fought with the employer all the day in her head and thought of only negative thoughts about her employer. The woman answered in affirmative. Neville then advised her to change the tone of her inner conversation. He advised her to think more positively about her employer for a few days. She complied as advised. Eventually, her employer became more patient, respectful, and understanding. Consequently, she started liking her job too. This example is a solid proof of the fact that our outer world is simply a reflection of our inner world. What to consume for the mental diet? Our brain is a hardware and the mind is the software. We may not have control over the original programs which are installed since prenatal stage and infancy. However, installing of new programs regularly is in our hands in the form of mental diet. Here is a simple diet for the students and adults alike. Starting and ending our day, feeding positive thoughts makes us feel good throughout the day. Expressing gratitude, seeking forgiveness wherever necessary, makes the day even brighter. Regular intentions with positive affirmations and repeating them. As per the research published by US Library of Medicines and National Institutes of Health, positive affirmations are expressions that are repeated often are introduced to the subconscious with a thought that can motivate you, remind you of your positive attributes, and provide the confidence needed to accomplish goals. Keep your affirmations concise and visualize them as you repeat. Watching shows that make you laugh, smile, and feel loved. Listening to music that is positive and make you feel happy. And reading self-development books will make your mind refreshed and rejuvenated. Thoughts create emotions, and happy thoughts create happy emotions. Think about what makes you happy and start visualizing. This will empower your mind for creative, innovative, and productive thoughts. Do what you love. Read a book. Listen to the podcasts that make you feel happy. Exercise, meditate, play with your pets, go out for a walk with them. This will make your mind relaxed and energized. Make your inner speech match your fulfilled desires. Create intentions and affirmations that really work for you. Make it one that isn't too hard to believe. Practice this every time you doubt yourself. Enjoy just having a conversation with yourself. Giving yourself a pep talk about who you are. This will reveal your true hidden qualities and help you to excel. How to prepare our mind for mental diet? There are several ways and methods for preparing our mind for mental diet. However, we will discuss some of the techniques which can be practiced daily. A young student approached famous French scientist and philosopher Blaise Pascal and told him, "If I had your brains, I would be a better person." Pondering over the depth of the statement, Blaise Pascal paused momentarily before replying and said, "Be a better person and you will have my brains." According to Ayurveda, we are what we eat. Lord Buddha further adds, what we think we become. Hence, we must consume a balanced diet and positive thoughts which keeps our body and mind healthy. Thought control. Due to neuroplasticity of the brain, the more we feed negative thoughts to our brain, the more likely they will surface and occur. This happens because thoughts that evoke certain emotions cluster together via neural pathways. Hence, every time we allow negative thoughts to repeat, it strengthens. Therefore, it is essential to feed your mind with positive and productive thoughts. Taking up hobbies like dancing, acting, writing not only engages your focus in the activity you perform, but also has multiple benefits. Indulging in a form of self-expressions enables you to understand your thoughts better and have your feelings at the surface rather than bottling them up. Limiting your time on social media to focus more on yourself. Limiting your conversation with people that don't make you feel good or aren't open-minded to your thoughts and feelings. Unfollow people on social media that make you feel bad about yourself. And follow those who inspire you. Mind-body exercises like yoga serve effectively dealing with anxiety, mood swings, etc. When you find yourself too stressed and looking for strength, deal with things, go out in the sun, which can help you to clear your mind and confront your problems better. A study from Trinity College Dublin noted that there is a link between lack of vitamin D and deteriorating mental health. Puzzles and games can be great stress busters. Beat the crossword or Sudoku. Forget your grown-up worries and indulge in some childhood fun. Declutter your home, be it your cupboard, desk, or kitchen cabinet. Organizing them will help you feel more in control and hence less stressed. Yes, that's the power of your thoughts, and you have the choice to choose them at any moment. Creative thoughts are like vitamins, and they maintain zeal and enthusiasm. Positive thoughts provide proteins that build willpower, and thoughts of service and gratitude are like carbohydrates, which provide energy to the mind. Thus, mental well-being through mental diet can be summarized as a positive sense of how you feel, how we think, and how we act. Let me wind up with a quote from the scripture. For God gave us spirit not of fear, but of power, love, and self-control. Thank you. Have a great day. God bless you.